right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to my country, Nigeria. This is my people and I remain your humble host, Ben. You know, say for Nigeria, our character never change. We love to major in minors and minor in majors. What do I mean by that? Something big can be happening in a section of the country. And before you know, Nigerians will all look away from that one and begin to focus on frivolities. And that nonsense that we do is one of the biggest reasons why we are where we are today as a nation. Now, let's get to the background of this story. On the 26th of September 2025, a new OLUBADAN was crowned. Former governor of Oyo State, Ladoja Rashidi, was crowned the new OLUBADAN. And then the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, His Excellency Peter Obi, came out to congratulate the new OLUBADAN. And he said, my brother and friend, congratulations on this great coronation of yours. Congratulated him all through, prayed for him and all that. And immediately that became the topic of the nation. Banditry was no longer the complaint. Terrorism, hunger, unemployment was no longer the problem. People began talking. Why did Peter Obi refer to the king of Ibadan, the OLUBADAN, as my brother and friend? I don't know when brother and friend become crime for this country. I'll cry for this country. Brother and friend. Those terms have now become crime in this country. First of all, let's just take a little part of Peter Obi's congratulatory message and how people came to attack him because he said brother and friend. Look at it. Congratulations to Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja Arusa 1. I warmly congratulate my dear brother Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja Arusa 1 on his installation as the 44th OLUBADAN of Ibadan land. His ascension to this revered throne is a celebration for the people of Ibadan and a source of pride for the entire Yoruba nation and Nigeria as a whole. And as soon as this dropped, of course, most Nigerians appreciated Obi's message, but there were some that started a war. Why should he call OLUBADAN my dear brother and friend? Let's take some of those tweets. Alubarika here says, if he can indirectly show rudeness to a revered monarch, what more proof is required to establish that the persistent disrespect and insults hurled at Yoruba traditional rulers and elders by his followers are a direct reflection of his influence? And Biodun Adeyanju here says, Peter Obi lacks cultural competence. First, in Yoruba, an Oba can no longer be addressed as my brother. Not even Obasanjo or Tinubu will say that. Both of you are not blood or traditionally related. And apart from that, he is much older in age and now in status. Learning protocols in writing will help POs, handlers. And Larry Olayinka here says, your brother or elder brother. Iru àrífín wo ni eléyìí báyìí? That was Larry Olayinka, was the last person who spoke there, Wike's spokesman. And they began saying all manner of things. So, this man here, this man on your screen, this wonderful professor, he's a professor of University of Ilorin, Professor Oyeniran. He said, instead of all this back and forth to continue, let us ask the king himself, the OLUBADAN himself, what he feels about Peter Obi calling him my dear brother. And this professor picked his phone and called the OLUBADAN himself to inquire, was Peter Obi wrong or right to have called you my dear brother? And this was what the OLUBADAN had to say. Watch this video.
Some minutes ago, I made a phone call to the new OLUBADAN of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja, who was installed as the new OLUBADAN this last Friday, September 26, 2025. And I asked him, Kabiyesi, is it true that you are angry with Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election. And he said, no, who said that? Why should I be angry with Peter Obi calling me his brother and friend? Am I not his brother and friend? And don't you know what the elders say? That it is somebody who does not want to have a king as friend, will not want his friend to become the king. I said, yes, Kabiyesi, I understand all of that, but it is good to hear from the horse mouth. Otherwise, I've been wondering myself, when it becomes a crime or an insult to say, Kabiyesi, my brother and friend. Everybody understands, every normal person anyway, understands brother and friend to be positive concepts and something to be desired. That you have somebody who identify with you as brother and friend. Yes, that's what the elders say in traditional Yoruba land. If you say your friend should not become the king, then you don't want to have a king as friend. So the tradition has settled all of that. There's nothing derogatory about it. There's nothing denigrating about it. There's nothing insulting about it. Calling a king your brother and friend. But how else should it be as a matter of fact? So I don't know. But now the Kabiyesi has spoken. And so mischief makers should find something else to do. Those who are seeking cheap popularity and relevance should look elsewhere. That is just it. Because this is another distraction from the real problems bedeviling Nigeria.
You saw that. Clearly, the OLUBADAN, Rashidi Ladoja, had no problem. He saw nothing wrong. And not that he saw nothing wrong. There is absolutely nothing wrong traditionally in somebody referring to a king as his brother and friend. You heard that proverb that Professor dropped. He said, anybody that does not want his brother or friend to become king, it means you don't want to become the friend of a king or the brother of a king. So there was nothing wrong in what Peter Obi said. The likes of Bayo Ononuga, Ren or Mokri, who began their propaganda games out of it, have been totally put to shame. Because this is King Rashidi Ladoja himself confirming that there was absolutely nothing wrong with what Peter Obi said. I don't know why we have reduced ourselves to a nation of propaganda. With all the problems we get for this country, now propaganda, now some people carry for it, especially this man, Ren or Mockery. The day where I go catch this man, the day I will catch this Ren or Mockery. Oh my God. I don't want to talk with you, I go do this man. I've been tagging him on Twitter. They follow him for back. Because some people, he will say, I'm here, this is my location. Come at me. Let him drop location for me one day. Wait till I go do and I go see him for this platform because I go post her. This man no go just let Nigerians read every time. Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Anything. Ask Ren or Mockery, what phone are you using? He will say Peter Obi first before he answers you. What nonsense is this? We have bigger problems in this country, regardless of your political association or religious affiliation. What we should be looking at in Nigeria today is that this country is sinking. The country is in deep problem. How do we get out of this problem? Before we even talk about partisanship or religion or anything, we should fix our country first. Peter Obi is not the president of Nigeria. He's not yet the president of Nigeria. Why is it that some Nigerians, when there is flood somewhere, they'll say Peter Obi has not gone there. When there is quarrel somewhere, they'll say Peter Obi has not spoken. Haba. Haba. Make we calm down. Make we calm down. Thank you very much, Professor Oyeniran, for making this clear. It good make person get better people number. The professor just picked his phone and called a king. He has a king's number. I dey check my phone now. Which number I get for Kai, may we get there. Yes, may we have influence. And you look at a man like Peter Obi, he's so connected, the influence is there. You go see one person, you will think he doesn't know him. Before you know, they'll tell you the things they've done together, how history has joined them together. That is hallmark of a great man. Propaganda, let us throw it out of the window. Our focus should be building a great nation. Anyway, make I leave am here. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. Oh yeah, subscribe now. Make we for no quarrel. Una bye.